Good morning, Cedar Park. Today is Monday, April 24th, 2023, and it's a B-Day.
On today's show, take a look at new school zoning regulations and the Robotics World competition.
Today's brief with Kira Cox and a brand new sports report.
Plus, your scholarship of the week. Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now. Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome back. I'm Abby Martinez, and I'm here this morning with Jack Polish and Katie Whitmarsh.
Leander ISD is working on a new plan for school zoning in the district for middle and high school students.
The district is redrawing the school zone boundaries for the 2024 to 25 school year due to an unprecedented amount of growth in the area. Here's Reed Cummins with more.
Thank you, Jack. Now let's take a deeper look into the official plan.
According to LASD, by 2032, the number of students in the district is projected to grow from around 42,000 students to 51,000. Leander ISD's secondary school population has grown so much in the past decade. The 2021 bond included plans to build a new high school and middle school to manage the growing influx of students in LASD schools. But after the bond failed, LASD made a draft of a full rezoning of the district. However, that draft moved so many families that they decided to look at rezoning only secondary schools to redistribute and equalize the school's populations. The main objectives of the rezoning is to provide relief to current enrollment numbers, maximize the usage of district facilities, and defer the timing of future school construction. LASD Chief of Staff Laurelyn Arterberry speaks about what would happen if the rezoning doesn't occur.
If we didn't do anything, Glenn and Rouse would be so large that they wouldn't be able to function, and Cedar Park would continue to get smaller. So really it was just kind of looking at the whole district and trying to balance and give every student the best educational experience we can.
After refinement and discussion with the community, the district chose to go with scenario 2. While the rezoning is not required, Arterberry explains that when a high school gets too small, they can't offer the same courses as bigger schools. On the flip side, when a school gets too big, there are other missed opportunities. Most of the time, homes will regenerate as families become empty nesters and students go out to college. Usually, families move away. But because Cedar Park is such a popular area, families end up staying, which causes a sustained population.
So really trying to find a balance. Most of our high schools are built for about 2,400, and so some of the high schools, Cedar Park in particular, the enrollment has kind of fallen. So y'all are continually staying a little bit lower while other high schools are a little bit bigger. So honestly, it was an attempt to kind of balance enrollment where possible.
A common concern is whether or not seniors will have to be rezoned. Arterberry explains that incoming 9th and 10th graders will be rezoned, while 11th and 12th graders will not, as long as they can provide their own transportation. Another overwhelmingly frequent concern, more specific to just Cedar Park High School, is that the rezoning would add 700 students to our school at once. But Arterberry assures that this will not be the case. This graphic that can be found on Leander ISD's website shows that the estimated amount of new students is closer to 340. Overall, this process would not be possible without the help of public comments. As the plan progresses onward, the district urges people to discuss or talk about their situations or complaints.
Give us feedback, please, please, please. That's what I would say is keep telling us because you're living this every single day. And if there's something that's impacting you and we don't know about it, then we need to know.
The proposed attendance zones will be presented to the board on May 11th. The board will vote on the proposal during its June 8th meeting.
Thanks, Reed.
Last week, our CPHS FTC robotics team, the Robo-Lobos, competed at the 2023 First Championship. The First Championship took place in Houston at the George R. Brown Convention Center and lasted for 4 days from April 19th to the 22nd. Their first time at Worlds, the Robo-Lobos battled their way to the top of matches against students from all around the world. In the end, the Robo-Lobos were semifinalists in their divisions. Head of Software, John Matistic, explains what the team's winning strategy is.
We kind of play slower because at Worlds everyone's playing fast, so we can go faster than a lot of the teams there, but if we do it early on, we kind of run out of things to use, so we have to let them use theirs, like their cones first, and then we wait, and then the last 30 seconds we use our speed to outpace them and get points. We refined our strategy and the way we played, and like our robot didn't break the entire time, so which was really helpful, and then we were able to focus on how we played, and that led us to being undefeated while we were there, and that was probably the most fun.
Make sure to stop by and congratulate the team on their next visit to the Science Building.
Now let's go over to Kira Cox with this morning's brief right after this break.
Thanks, Jack. First, popular home goods store Bed Bath & Beyond has filed for bankruptcy protection and asked permission from the courts to auction their assets after failed last-minute efforts to keep the company alive. Bed Bath & Beyond has been warning of possible bankruptcy since early January and filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy yesterday. Next, an American Airlines flight from Columbus, Ohio to Phoenix, Arizona had to turn around on Sunday after a bird strike disabled an engine. According to the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, bird strikes have caused roughly 350 fatalities in the past, but fortunately no passengers were injured. Lastly, Olympic gymnast Simone Biles and Houston Texans player Jonathan Owens announced their marriage on Instagram this past Saturday. The two met on the dating app Raya in March of 2020 and got engaged last February in Houston after 2 years of dating. While their official wedding was at a small Houston courthouse, there's a talk of a larger, more elaborate wedding in the future. So, what do we think?
So these people are really going to have 2 weddings?
Well,
Wait, did she get married? I thought it was just a picture of the wedding license. That's
No, they had a
like,
small one in
had a-
Houston.
Yeah.
And then the sequel is going to happen later
It's like a
on,
destination wedding, but they have to get their
They had to
license in
get-
the U.S. for it to be like.
I saw them like standing there though with like someone, so I thought they like officially got married, which they
well,
probably
they probably
did.
The
did.
priest has to marry
But was there anyone there?
people.
I mean, there has to be a witness there,
Yeah.
so.
The priest has to do it, right? Or like
Well-
the guy holding the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. But have y'all heard about this Raya dating app?
Yes, it's like only for celebrities, so you have to be like approved to get on the app.
But what counts as a celebrity?
Well,
You have to like verify yourself. Like you got to put in your phone number, and then you got to put in all your information. I was like looking it up last night, like see how I could apply, you know. Like, but
Yeah, I guess it's so like celebrities aren't like on like Tinder, and then random people are like fans and everything.
I guess that makes sense, but like, do you have to be like an A-list, or like, can you be like a C,
You
D
can be a
list?
C.
I think you can be a CD list celebrity.
because actually, it's kind of crazy. They have like you can't screenshot any parts of the
Yeah.
app at all.
It,
Like
like,
there was this TikTok
stops you.
user that like added one actor from the Friends, I don't know, and they like posted the conversation, and their like account got removed from Raya.
Yeah, it's like really strict.
yeah, it's
God.
really
Which I guess
crazy.
is good to like protect their privacy, but yeah.
Interesting.
Thanks, Kira. Up next, your scholarship of the week, but first these announcements.
This week's scholarship is the National Aviation Explorer Scholarship. This scholarship is for senior students, and the scholarship is worth $10,000 and requires being passionate about pursuing a career in aviation. You also must exemplify qualities that lead to success in aviation, like life skills, citizenship, leadership, and character education experiences. The deadline to submit an entry is April 30th. That's all I have for today. For more information, you can check out their website, scholarships.com.
Welcome back to the Wolfcast Sports Report. I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
And I'm Reed Cummins. Last Friday, the Cedar Park baseball boys beat Leander in the last season game day of the season.
Overall, the team finished second in district with an 8-4 season finish. Great job, boys. We're looking forward to the playoffs. That's all we have for you today with VHS News. I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
And I'm Reed Cummins. Back to y'all at the desk.
We have for all today. Thank you for taking time to join us during your den. You can catch anything you missed and more on our Twitter or YouTube at CPHS News.
Catch Thursday's shows. We talk all about Cedar Park tonight. With CPHS News, I'm your mother's lover.
And I'm Abby Martinez. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.